Good afternoon to all JCI members, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to watch today's video. My name is Ning and I'm the host for today. Today, we will be having one of our JCI KL past president with us to share with us his experience and contribution in JCI. We hope that through this sharing session, you can gain a better understanding of what is JCI, and to all existing JCI members, we hope that this video will motivate and inspire you to further grow your JCI career. Before we start, for the benefit of non-JCI members, let me give a quick introduction of what is JCI. JCI stands for Junior Chamber International. We are a global membership-based non-profit organization consisting of young active citizens aged 18 to 40 years old. The mission of JCI is to provide development opportunities to empower young active citizens to create positive change in their community. In Malaysia, there are 73 local organizations, and JCI KL is one of the oldest chapter in Malaysia. Through the outstanding leadership and performance of our members in JCI KL, we have been recently awarded the Most Outstanding Local Organisation in JCI World Congress in 2019. So, without further ado, let's get straight into today's topic, which is a sharing session by one of our past presidents in JCI KL. Let us welcome the 1993 President of JCI Kuala Lumpur, JCI Senator Dato Andrew Chia. Senator Dato Andrew, would you like to say a few words to our members?
Thank you very much, Madam and all fellow JCs for giving me the honor and privilege to be invited for today's interview. I'm deeply honored to be able to share with all of you some of my experiences as a chapter president for the year 1993.
Okay, so thank you, Dato Andrew. So are you ready for our first question for you? So first question would be, when and why did you join JCI KL?
I joined JCI KL at a pretty late stage in 1990 or 1991. And in 1993, I was approached to take up the presidency of KLJC as a 39th president. And why did I join JCI KL? When I was introduced to JCs, I find that this is one of the best exposure any youth can ever expect, especially in leadership training, in international exposure, and also if for anyone who want to contribute and give back to society. And this is the way we can share and participate as far as KLJC is concerned. So there's no regret, and I am deeply honored, and I have no regrets being the 39th president of KLJC. It is certainly a memorable year for me. Thank you very much, KLJC, for giving me this honor.
Okay, thank you, Dato Andrew, for your sharing. So after joining in 1991, what then motivated or inspired you to want to become the president of JCI KL?
When I was approached to become the president, I wasn't, as usual, like any other member, I wasn't very sure whether it's a right step to take. And a few of my members met up with me and give me the assurance that they will support me. So I was telling myself, yes, with the full support of the board and the members of KLJC, why not give it a shot? It's now or never, because age is against me. I became the president at the age of 88, so it's now or never. So that's how I became the president, and I certainly enjoy being elected as the 39th president of KLJC.
Okay, thank you. Sounds good that you have a group of board of directors who are supportive towards you. So together with your board of directors during your presidency year, what was the most impactful project that you have planned and executed?
Well, during my term of presidency, I tell myself, if you want to do something, do it well. So those days we don't have any gadgets, iPhone, laptop. Ours is just the normal phone. And my what do you call my advisor, who is actually she was a special advisor to me as a president. She was the one who gave me the idea. Say, President, we go for 3 major projects. The first one was a charity film premiere, and the second one was a treasure hunt, and the third one was an international art exhibition that encompassed all our sister chapter. And that one was amazing. And I got to thank all the committee members and the organizing chairman for supporting me in all the 3 projects, which is actually a very challenging project. For example, the charity film premiere which we had chosen was Aladdin, is in line with global citizenship project. This project, we tie up with Yayasan Kebajikan Negara. The reason is because this project was actually in aid of the child abuse. It was a challenging project. We selected a movie called Aladdin, but the challenge was we had to find the sponsor. So with the support of Crocodile International, who sponsored 20,000, we kicked off the project, and the movie was held in this Cathay Cinema, where we hosted a lot of kids. They came in busloads. Wow, that was a very touching. And that particular project, we raised about close to 75,000, out of which 50,000 we donated to Yayasan Kebajikan Negara, which is actually a government body. And the other 30% was in aid of our Secretariat Fund. So that was a very amazing project during 1993. The second project was a treasure hunt. We have a very good organizing chairperson. Her name is Chan Wai Ling. She took up the challenge despite we had no experience in the treasure hunt. We had to do a lot of recce, from KL to Genting. We have the support of Padini Corporation. It came with the sponsorship of 10,000. This project was actually in aid of the KLJC Save a Heart Fund. And amazingly, we had about 200 over cars convoy all the way to Genting. Of course, along the way, they have to answer a lot of clues. So the winner will win a cash prize of, I can't remember whether it's 10,000 or what. That project, we raised about 35,000 for Save a Heart Fund. So of course, the board make a decision that every child born with a hole in the heart will be given a donation of $2,000 every child. So this is what we can give back to society. Because in my time, I believe I emphasize more on community. Of course, we have international. But the last project was an international art exhibition where we get all the sister clubs to get involved. They send in their art pieces and we select and we chose the best art pieces and we have it exhibited in Sungai Wang Plaza. Of course, that project was also sponsored. I can't remember the sponsor, but we donated $2,000 to UNICEF because it's more on the child. The emphasis is more on the love of the child. So these are the 3 major projects that really make me very, very proud and make me very. It's a memorable project. I hope this answers your question.
Definitely, Dato. I'm sure it's a very meaningful presidency year for you, having three main projects focusing on community, individual, the treasure hunt, which creates the members bonding, as well as international projects. So how do you think young people nowadays can benefit from joining JCI?
I think JCI is more on the leadership training. Of course, community is one thing where you can give back to society. You can't do it alone. Collectively, you can do projects and do something for the community. But on individual side, you can. That's a lot of training in JCs. For example, during my term, we organize public speaking, we organize talks on, there was a talk also on wills and trust by JCI Sen, and also various other, including the OTS, like officers training. We get national officers to support us on leadership training. So I think I strongly urge young people to engage in JCC, because it's not only community and leadership training, but also involving international exposure. Some of you would like to know your counterparts in Japan, Korea, Singapore. You make friendship across the border. Who knows? You may strike something, because it's all about networking in JCC. And the last one was I think we emphasized also quite strongly on management. We got a lot of media support from public image. We got a lot of support from the ministry, so we get a lot of publicity in the press. So I think that helps a lot to enhance the image of KLJC.
Okay, thank you very much, Dato. So our interview is coming to an end, but before we end, as the past president of JCI Kuala Lumpur, do you have any wishes or final words of encouragement for JCI KL?
Well, I can always say that for members especially, engage yourself, get involved. Because like孔子always say, his famous saying is, tell me, I will forget. Teach me, and I'll remember. But if you involve me, I will remember. So, fellow JCs and members of KLJC, including the board, engage yourself, get yourself involved. Then you understand JCs better. And you see, we are all young people. I always believe in kindness. There's a famous American writer. His name is Mark Twain. He believed that kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. It transcends and permeates every level of despair and rehabilitates and rebuilds our human spirit. So kindness is something in the form of where KLJC members can do something and give it back to the society. Whether it's in the form of community service or in any other form of service, it can, we need people like KLJC to really emphasize on kindness. This is what I can advise young people in KLJC, and I hope you all engage yourself in, whether it's in community project, whether it's in international projects. It's for your own good, And once you're engaged, you remember any projects you're involved, you remember for the rest of your life.
All right, thank you very much, Senator Dato Andrew, for your generous sharing. And that concludes our sharing session for today. I hope that all of you who are watching this video will have benefited in some way. Okay? To all JCI KL members, we hope that through this video, you are more inspired by our past President, Senator Dato Andrew, to continue and strive to create positive change in our community. And if you do feel so, don't forget to hit the like button of this video to show your support to Dato Andrew. Okay? As for those of you who are not a JCI KL member yet, feel free to drop a message through our Facebook Messenger in our JCI Kuala Lumpur Facebook page, and we will be in touch with you soon so that you will know more about JCI KL. Once again, thank you very much, Senator Dato Andrew, for your generous sharing. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy and stay safe.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you, and take care.
Thank you.